Yo, what's good everybody? Hope that you guys are having a super blessed day and welcome back to Sharpe Sports. Now, yes, I know it's sad we don't have football anymore. The Super Bowl passed, it was awesome, but it's the first weekend without football. But for all of my college football fans, we do get to rejoice a little bit because all the recruiting classes are, for the most part, all locked in. So with that being said, we get to take a look at what each team was bringing in and seeing the best talent that they're going to be adding to that team for the 2020 season. Of course, in every single recruiting class, everybody's of course going to pay attention to all the 5-star and 4-star guys, and they're going to be like, oh, these guys are the best. But I thought, let's take a look at each team's lowest ranked recruit in their recruiting class. You know what they say, a team is only as strong as its weakest link. So with that being said, today we're gonna be taking a look at Alabama's lowest ranked recruit for the 2020 recruiting class. Now, real quick, Alabama finished with the second best recruiting class behind Georgia. So if you wanna see me do a Georgia version of this, get this video to 500 likes in the first 24 hours, and I'll be sure to get that out to you guys on Monday. So for the class of 2020, the Alabama Crimson Tide's lowest ranked recruit is 3-star tight end Caden Clark. Caden is a 6'3.5", 245-pound 3-star tight end who's currently ranked as the 11th best player in Ohio and the 20th best tight end in the class of 2020. So with that being said, let's take a look at the lowest ranked recruit that Alabama's gonna be bringing in this year and see if they can turn my man Caden into the next OJ Howard. So with that being said, let's jump straight into his highlights. 3, 2, 1. Psh. All right, let's take a look and see what the worst recruit that Alabama's bringing in for the 2020 season. Like, oh, I mean, obviously, you can't really say worse. Dude's a 3-star recruit. Okay, my man can move. Wait a second. He can move a little bit. Oh, get off of me. Jeez, that stiff arm was just, just get off of me, little boy. Get off of me. Okay, this dude's pretty nice. For me, I always look, okay, if you're gonna be a tight end and especially a receiving tight end, way to get him out of the play. Let's go. I'm looking for first play. I liked how he had a post route. I want to see your footwork deep into routes. So far, it looks like he's got some decent footwork. I mean, it's not crazy, but I'm not asking my 6'4", 250 tight end to be running post corners and things like that. Does a great job of tracking the ball. Seems like a natural hands catcher. You like to see those things. They got him just spread out wide. Okay. Okay, my man Caden's pretty nice. So far, I haven't seen him like, I would say he could work on his foot, or not, I'm not gonna say he could. You should work on your footwork because there's times where you look a little sluggish out of your routes. I'm just saying, because it looks like you're definitely more of a receiving tight end than just a blocking guy, I would say the more shake that you got to you, so you don't necessarily have to be like really quick. I would just say that you need some shake. If you look at guys like Travis Kelce, if you look at guys like George Kittle, just look at them. They just got, wait, did you one-hand that off the ground? Oh, okay, that was clean. But I would say if you look at those two guys, they're not necessarily like Wes Welker quick, but they got shake to them. Like they can get linebackers off of them. And see, like something like that, like you just gotta be able to just make guys miss. Oh, that's easy money. That's just blow coverage. But yeah, I would just say working on your footwork at the line just so you don't get jammed up, and then also working on your footwork deep into routes, because that's where you're really gonna eat. If you're a tight end who's able to take guys on double moves, you're able to like, and not necessarily double moves as in like post corners, but just like say you're running a 10-yard out and you're able to give a really hard fake like you're running a 10-yard in. Things like that are just gonna make you, which I consider somewhat a double move, but those things are going to help you get on the field and they're going to show you as a really solid receiver because you're going to be so open, because most linebackers, they're just not able to keep up with. They're not able to keep up with athletic tight ends like you're playing. That was a clean play. That was a clean catch. I like that play. Also, if you're going to be running the ball, don't try and like, I know you're tall, but don't bring the ball over someone's head. That's so easy to fumble the ball. Okay, see, okay, so you can see what I mean on a play like this. Like, this is exactly what I said. Yo, I said this exactly, a 10-yard out, but you stick your foot in the ground hard to make a guy get off of you and you run the 10-yard. Come on, man. Like, this play exactly is what I'm saying to work on your downfield double moves. Because, I mean, you had the guy. He thought you were running a fade route. He's bailing. This is exactly what you want to see. This is what your quarterback wants to see. Corner's back to you and you're breaking off, but obviously you didn't keep your balance right there. If you were able to say you caught this pass more like right here, okay, now you can turn around and you got 2 or 3 yards to play with, so you can make this guy miss. But since you broke it off and it was so sloppy to keep it 100 coming out, you're catching it deeper more. This is more like a 14-yard out where he can make the catch and hit you right at the sticks. So it's just things like that that really take your game to that next level. Like being able to just have clean routes through and through. Like that's how you get real separation at the next level. But I like the fact that you're a natural hands catcher and you do a really good job of tracking the ball in the air. Yep, just high point and not let the ball come down to you. Like just little things like that I like to see, because most tight ends are not super comfortable with like catching the ball, and so like a guy, if you weren't comfortable, you would have tried to body catch that. Instead, you just have naturally good hands, which you always like to see from your tight ends and your receivers. Bob, get out of here, little boy. There you go, sit him down. Looks like blocking is also a non-issue. There you go, way to keep them legs churning. Yo, you do a good job of like kind of faking up like you're gonna block and then just taking off. Also, you're really quick, so that helps as well. There you go. You also make yourself a really big target for your quarterback to throw to, which helps your quarterback, which in turn helps you out. See, like again, like this is meant to be a 10-yard out. Like, you see how you're supposed to be turning and catching this on the 40. It's just certain areas that, for one, the ball is just gonna be there at the next level. They tell you like, hey, you're gonna take 6 steps and then break out. It's not even by yards at the next level. So like just making sure that when you're running your outs, like you're really able to stick your foot in the ground and just run those clean routes, because it's just all it's gonna do is just give you more space to work with once you catch the ball. That was just a broken coverage. That's a walk-in touchdown. Well, all right, for Alabama's lowest ranked recruit, he's looking pretty solid out there. I'm excited because Alabama in the past has done a really good job of molding young receiving tight ends. So if my man Caden's able to fall into that line, and like I said in the beginning of the video, become like an OJ Howard type, but he kind of reminds me more of like a George Kittle. So yo, like Alabama might have something on their hands. I would say the biggest thing to work on, Caden, is just your downfield route running. So anything deeper than 10 yards, because that is where I see you just being able to separate your game from every other tight end. I mean, obviously I haven't seen every tight end in the class of 2020, but that's something that could really separate you once you get to Alabama. If you're able to really make clean routes, those 10-yard outs, those 10-yard ins, those like the comebacks, like routes like that, if you're able to get real separation, not because that's gonna force 2 things. If you're just burning the linebacker, all the team has to do is just switch a safety or a corner on top of you, and then boom, all of a sudden you're locked down. But if you're able to make clean routes and you're able to get separation on those guys too, that's how you turn yourself into a draft day tight end, 3 years from now? So 3 to 4 years from now. So yeah, I would just say, yo, your route running is your bread and butter to just you eating at Alabama. What would you guys think of my man Caden Clark's highlights? Be sure to comment it down below. All right, you guys, and with all that being said, hope that y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave this video a like. Let's get this video to 500 likes. Again, if we get this video to 500 likes in the first 24 hours, I will be doing a Georgia's Worst Recruit of 2020 video. Also, don't forget to comment down below which school do you guys want to see me cover next in the Worst Recruit of this recruiting class series. I don't know what I'm calling it, but you know what I'm talking about. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn turn your notifications so you guys can stay on top of all the videos that I am coming out with. Yeah. All right, you guys, and with all that being said, hope that y'all have a super blessed rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Ciao.